Claire Morgan had always loved Christmas. The twinkling lights, the scent of fresh pine, and the soft melodies of carols filled her with a warmth that no other season could bring. As a talented interior designer, she took pride in decorating her home to perfection each year, transforming it into a winter wonderland. Friends often joked that she could rival any department store display, and her holiday parties were the talk of their suburban neighborhood. This year, however, the warmth felt hollow. Her husband, Evan, had been distant, more preoccupied with work and less attentive to her than ever before. He claimed it was the holiday rush at his advertising agency, but Claire wasn't convinced. They had been married for 10 years, and Claire knew the rhythm of their relationship like the back of her hand. Evan's late nights at the office, secretive phone calls, and sudden interest in working out were glaring signs that something wasn't right. Claire decided that she wouldn't let her suspicions ruin Christmas. Instead, she would find out the truth. On December 20th, Evan announced he'd have to work late again. Claire kissed him goodbye, noting how he'd avoided eye contact as he left. She waited until his car was out of sight before grabbing her coat and keys. If he was sneaking around, then so would she. Claire followed him to a boutique hotel downtown. She parked across the street and watched as Evan exited his car, carrying a small gift bag. Her heart sank when a woman, tall, blonde, and draped in a crimson coat, met him at the entrance. They embraced, and Evan handed her a bag. The woman laughed, kissed him on the cheek, and they disappeared inside the store together. Claire sat in her car, stunned. The man she had loved and trusted had betrayed her, but anger quickly replaced her heartbreak. She wasn't the type to wallow in despair. She needed answers. The next day, Claire started her investigation. She called Evan's office pretending to be his assistant, asking for records and his recent trips and meetings. What she uncovered made her blood run cold. Evan had been using the company's credit card to book luxury hotel rooms, purchase expensive jewelry, and dine at high-end restaurants, all in the company of business clients. Claire could have confronted him then and there, but she decided against it. Instead, she plotted her revenge. On Christmas Eve, Claire dressed in the most stunning red dress. She spent hours perfecting her makeup and styling her hair. When Evan came home, he seemed taken aback by how radiant she looked. "You look incredible," he said, his tone almost guilty. "I thought we could celebrate tonight," Claire said sweetly. "Just the two of us." They exchanged gifts by the fire, and Evan appeared genuinely touched when Claire handed him a beautiful wrapped package. Inside, he found a pair of gold cufflinks engraved with his initials. "These are perfect," he said, pulling her into a hug. "I'm glad you like them," Claire replied. "I found them in the same store where you bought that bracelet for your girlfriend." Evan froze, his face draining of color. Before he could respond, Claire handed him another gift, a folder containing photos of him with the blonde woman, credit card statements, and a copy of a hotel receipt with his name on it. "I'm not the naive wife you think I am," she said, her voice calm but firm. Evan stammered, trying to explain, but Claire held up her head and her hand to silence him. "Save it. I've already spoken to a lawyer. So Merry Christmas." With that, Claire grabbed her coat and walked out, leaving Evan sitting by the fire, his world crumbling around him. On her way out, she dialed a number on her phone. "I'm ready," she said. Minutes later, a sleek black car pulled up in front of the house. The driver stepped out, opening the door for Claire. It was Matthew, her high school sweetheart. They had reconnected by chance a few months ago at a charity gala. While she hadn't intended to act on her feelings, Evan's betrayal had opened the door for something new. As they drove away, Claire felt a strange sense of peace. She hadn't planned for her marriage to end like this, but she wasn't about to let betrayal define her future. Christmas might have been tainted by Evan's lies, but it also marked the start of a new chapter, one where Claire vowed to never settle for anything less than the love she deserved. In the end, Santa wasn't the only one sneaking around that Christmas. But unlike Evan, Claire's secrets had led her to freedom, self respect, and perhaps a second chance at true love.